Hello. How is Facebook today? I gotta make sure we're on here. Okay, good. Hi, guys. Happy Wednesday. I hope everybody is doing well. Today is Wednesday, January 6th. I'm so excited to be with you guys. I'll give some time for people to jump on and kind of see who's joining us and all that good stuff. Um, Look at this. Some of you that watched my last lives know that I'm experimenting with the curly girl method. And so my hair right now is in what they call a cast. Blech. You guys, this is like way more work than I ever thought it would be. 2 days ago, I was like throwing the towel in. I was just ready to like forget that. Let's straighten it. Let's curl it. Let's look sophisticated and let's have it predictable. Does anybody like things to be predictable? This whole unpredictability with this curly girl stuff is so frustrating. But anyway, here we go. I'm jumping on here. No shame in my wet hair curl cast game. Those of you that are doing it know what I'm talking about. So anyway, let me know when you are in. I'm just going to give it a couple of minutes. If you're joining us live, just say hi. Let me know where you're joining from. I'm Jen Johnson, and I am in Missoula. I have a lot of new friends that I don't necessarily know yet, so it's nice to meet you. And I'm just going to really quickly spend probably 10 minutes on goal setting. And I put in the title that goal setting is dumb. I don't actually believe that, but that's honestly how I felt for so long. I either was under leadership that like made it so complicated that I would maybe set some goals, but honestly, it's kind of like a budget. If you make it so complicated, you honestly don't even want to look at it again, right? And so I either had that or I had the other side where it's like, oh, just go with it and like just do it. And if anybody is like me, where I'm very left-brained, I can't just go with things. Like I need a recipe. I can follow a recipe, but please don't tell me to just go with it, right? So it's kind of finding that middle ground of those two philosophies, if you will, those two different mindsets on how to set goals and all that good stuff. So I'm just going to give some time for people to jump in, and I will make sure I look at the the comments. Patrick says he has no idea about why, Patrick, why don't you know about this curly hair stuff? Okay, so for those of you that are watching the replay, I know how it is to watch replays and you're like, get on with it. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do because I want to be respectful of that. But then also I have to turn around and jump on and do a fun little overview Zoom for our company tonight. So I'm so excited. I got to do that soon. So let's just jump into this. Last week, we wrapped up our series about just self-awareness, self-discovery, just really taking a time out to figure out who the heck we are. Who are we? Why do we do what we want to do? Or why do we do what we do? What do we want to do? What are we passionate about? What are the things that we need to avoid? What is our 5-year vision? What means the most to us? What brings us joy? Right? What's our mission statement? What's our purpose? We went through all of that. So if you missed that, go back and look at that episode. Those 2 episodes, there's 1 and 2. So we did all that. So now we have a good idea of like, hey, I know what I like, I know what I need to avoid, and I know where I want to go. So now we need to set up goals. How are we going to get there? And you guys, I'm not an expert on this. I've been an entrepreneur for 9 years now. And one of the things we did some of this last night with our team, and it was such an absolute blast. But one of the things I told them is, look, and I learned this from my mentor, Jake Spencer, is there's not one book that is going to bring you success. It's not like you're missing, oh, I didn't goal set that, so that's why I didn't have success in 2020. Or that's right, there's one book out there that I didn't read, that's why I'm not getting where I need to be, right? There's not one thing that is going to bring you success. You can goal set all you want, you can dream, you can have vision statements, you can have mission statements, you can have all of this stuff, your book list, how many books you want to read, all of that. You can have all of that. But if you do not do the work, that's required for whatever you're setting your goals for, you're screwed. Like there's no good in that. So don't fool yourself in doing all of this groundwork, the foundation, but then not going in and actually getting into activity. Like we're fooling ourselves, right? I had a girlfriend, Miss Sue Gus, that a business partner of mine, that always used to say shelf development, right? She'd have all these books, or, we have these books that we read, I have books everywhere, books over on my bookshelf over there, right? And if they're just sitting there, it's like shelf development, right? But the point is, you could even read them and they're still useless, because if you don't get into activity and apply it, right? So just make sure that you do the activity that's required in whatever business you're in, whether it's network marketing or you have an Etsy shop or whatever, right? Okay, so let's jump into this because we're on a time crunch here. So we're going to talk about 4 categories, the first 4 categories in goal setting for 2021. And I really want it. This is for that person that felt like I did, like goal setting's dumb. Have I ever, oh, you guys like my ring? Let's see. Can you see my ring? Can you see what it says? Oh, sweet ring, huh? It's a sweet ring. It's one of my goals. Did you see it? But have you ever set a goal, like a big goal? Have you set any goals at the beginning of the year and smashed them? I'd love to know in the comments. Are you someone that has actually set a big goal and just smashed it? I want to know. I'll admit, I don't think there's any specific goal that I've set out to do and just smashed it in the same time that I wanted to do it. Does that mean I don't goal set? No, not at all. Because you know what? I did way more shooting for that goal than if I hadn't set that goal in the first place. So anyway, here we go. First 4 categories. This is what I want you to do. I want you to draw on a piece of paper or a whiteboard. See how I have quadrants? Okay. I want you to draw 3 columns. The first one is going to be the category. Okay. So if you're going to doing a title, the top is category, and then what the goal is, like 1 to 3 goals within that category. And then why? Why do you want that goal to happen? Okay. So the first one is health and fitness. So we all need to set some sort of goal for 2021 in health and fitness. Otherwise, it's like, oh, I want to be healthier. Oh, I want to lose weight. Or, oh, I want to fit into those jeans. Or I want to, we need to be more specific. So I'm a huge fan. I learned this from David Bird, of setting SMART goals: specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, with a timestamp on them. Okay. So instead of being vague, like, oh, I just want to get in better shape, or, oh, I want to lose weight, let's be more specific with it. Okay. So here's an example for health and fitness. Instead of saying get healthy, lose weight, you could say, and I'll tell you one of mine, don't laugh, I can't do pull-ups, you guys. And I definitely can't do pull-ups now. I could only do 2 pull-ups when I was at my most fit. When I was doing triathlons, I could do 2 pull-ups. And that was like, I was in really good shape then. So this is kind of audacious. This is kind of a big out there shooting for the moon, right? I want to do 5 pull-ups this year. Okay. So no, some of you that eat, breathe, and live CrossFit and stuff, you're like, whatever. Well, it's a big deal for me. Okay. So I want to do 5 pull-ups. That's specific. It's measurable. I think it's attainable. I think it's realistic, and has a timestamp on it. Okay. So that's one example. Or I want to be able to hold a wall sit for a certain amount of time, or I want to be able to run 1.5 miles without stopping. Okay. Don't set goals based on what you think you should be able to do. You have to set, just like our self-awareness stuff, you have to set it based on where you're at today. Right. And then, or you could do push-ups. Like I want to do 25 push-ups on my toes, not on my knees, in a certain amount of time, or something like that. Okay. So that is some examples for health and fitness. So why do I want to do a wall sit for a certain amount of time? Why do I want to do 5 pull-ups? It's really important for me to put that why on the next category. Why do I want to do that? Well, you know what? Because that is a measurable, it measures my strength. It measures my strength. Now, am I ever going to be falling off a mountain and I'm going to need to pull myself up? Probably not. But do I have to carry around a lot of stuff? And could I throw my back out if I'm not strong? Yes, absolutely. right? So for me, it's about feeling better and being strong and being able to be active with my family. Okay, so really ask yourself why. Now, the other kind of bonus of all of this goal setting, and I'm not going to go through this for each one, is then if you want to take it to the next step, so you have your category, you have 1 to 2 goals within that category, and then you have your why do I want to accomplish that goal? A bonus column would be how. What is the high payoff activity that I'm going to do that's going to support that goal? I just spit all over you guys. Good thing this is a Zoom or a live, right? So what's the activity that's going to support that goal? Well, if it's my pull-ups, well, then that means I want to get to the gym. I have my habit tracker back there, get to the gym at least 4 to 5, days a week. Now, I need to make sure I guard that time. So that comes into my high payoff activities. Schedule my workout times and guard it religiously, right? Protect that time. I might take it a step further for that specific goal of pull-ups. Obviously, in my workout, I'm going to do some exercises that are focused on strengthening that particular motion. Okay, so that's just some ideas. All right, so number 2, we did 1, health and fitness. Number 2, dos, is your business and career. So business and career is the category. Now, everyone is in a different business. I have a lot of people in network marketing. I'm in network marketing. So it's easier for me to give you an example for that. Now, instead of saying, oh, I really want to get to a certain rank at a certain time. Well, that's awesome. But let's break it down a little bit further than that. How about bring in 3 brand ambassadors and 2 preferred customers? I'm sorry, 2, or yeah, that's great. Or 2 brand ambassadors, 3 preferred customers, something like that. Have it specific on what you want to do. Now, it could be you want to get that promotion at work, right? I'm going to get that promotion at work. Well, no matter what your goal is that you set for your business and career, of course, the next column is why. What would that do for you if you got that promotion? What would that do for you if you got that rank? Why? Why do you want that? What does that mean to you? And then, of course, the next column is what kind of high payoff activities are you going to engage in that's going to support that goal? Okay. So for me, if I want to bring in 2 new business partners and 3 customers, then my high payoff activity is going to reach out to a specific amount of people every day, right? Mail out a specific amount of samples every day. Does that kind of make sense? So you have your goal, it's SMART, and then you have your why you want that goal, and then your activity that's going to support that goal. Number 3, is family and friends. Well, this is a weird category to set a goal in. This is my favorite. I'm not going to lie. This is my favorite to set goals in. It's so fun because you're going to do it together with your family. Okay. I'll be honest, I don't have goals for friends because I don't have any friends. Why? Because all of my friends are in my business with me. That's not really true. I have friends outside my business. But I laugh that my friends are what I do business with. And then my other friends are my family, my kids. They're like my best friends. So whatever. Okay, family and friends. Here is an example that we love to do. And here's what's really fun. I like to set the family and friends goal for 1 month at a time. Why? Anybody guess why I would set a family goal for 1 month at a time and not necessarily a big, audacious 1-year goal? Okay, so this is why. Because the kids can set the goals together with us and their attention span can stay focused for 1 month at a time. It's very difficult for kids, let alone adults, right? Adults as well, to have this like 1-year goal for their family. It's so much easier to kind of keep this 1 month at a time. So set it together, right? And name it together. It could be like the Johnson Electronic Challenge or something like that, or the Johnson, whatever, challenge. Set the goal with your family, sit down as a family and set the goal together, name the goal together, and then track the goal together. Like have something on the whiteboard that's like, hey, guys, when we do this consistently, this is what we're going to get. So let me give you an example. Let's go hiking once a week. Y'all know that is like my favorite thing. Let's go hiking once a week. If we can go hiking once a week, then for 1 month straight, then this is what we're going to do to celebrate. We're going to go out to a really nice fancy restaurant, or we're going to go to the hub and play go-karts and laser tag, right? There's going to be a carrot that I can dangle in front of them. Why is that so important? Because guess what? In a family with 5 kids, 4 teenage boys and a girl, do you think everyone wants to go hiking once a week? Nobody wants to go ever. You guys see my pictures of hiking, right? Do you think it was such a beautiful little moment in our family when I was like, let's go hiking, kids? No, it was like grumbling, pissing and moaning the whole way until they get out on the trail. So the reason why it's so good to have a carrot dangling for this one is because your kids, your family, if you do this correctly, will keep each other accountable. Like, hey, come on. I know you don't want to go, but remember, we get to go to the hub. We get to go do go-karts. All we have to do it is 4 times this month, right? So they start to hold each other accountable, and it's beautiful. So that's one idea. Unplug once a week. This is another thing that we love to do, and that's our family goal. So unplug once a week. That's a family goal. Again, have a carrot, track it on a whiteboard or something where everybody can see, name it, and then celebrate when you reach that goal. Why? Why do I want my family to unplug once a week? Well, watch Social Dilemma and that will tell you your why. Why do I want my family to go hiking once a week? Well, it's pretty given, right? So, but it's important to remember why am I dragging these little grumpy monsters out, right? I didn't say that. I didn't refer to my kids as monsters. I swear. Okay. Last one, number 4. It's actually not the last one. This is the last one we're going to stop tonight. And then next week we'll do the next 4. Okay. There's 8 total. This is relationships and romance. Another one of my favorite categories to set goals in. Okay. Andy and I have been married 25 years. We got married when I was 19. No, we weren't pregnant, and that's okay if we were, but we actually waited 7 years to have kids. But my whole point in saying I was 19 is all the statistics were against us, right? We shouldn't have survived. So setting goals in romance and keeping their romance alive with 25 years of marriage is absolutely vital. You show me a marriage that has been around for 20 plus years that are not intentional. They're either probably married but not happy, or they've set intentions, okay? So let me give you some ideas. Don't just say, okay, for our marriage or for my partner that we have, or for my love life, whatever, I just want more romance in 2021. That's not a smart goal. And I'm not saying that's not smart. Like, that's not smart of you. I'm saying that's not specific, measurable, and attainable, right? Let's be more specific. How about focus on quality time? How about focus on compliments, giving gifts, right? Like, I'm going to compliment my wife 3 times a day. Wives, you know how powerful that would be, right? 3 times a day would be a lot. I'm going to give my husband 1 gift a week. Okay. Find out what your guys' love languages are, and really support that. Limit complaints to 2 a day. Oh, who wants that as a goal for 2021 in their romance? Limit complaints to 2 a day. Stop bringing up things from the past. That's not very specific and measurable, but you can kind of see how you could incorporate this. Practice seeing things from their side. Maybe you can actually put in some verbiage in your mind. Okay, so here's a specific and measurable goal for romance. Y'all know where I'm going with this, right? Have sex twice a week. That's specific. That's measurable. I'm sorry, ladies. It's super attainable and it's very realistic and it has a timestamp. Okay. That could be a goal for your romance for 2021. Put away the screen time. Limit your screen time in the bedroom. Get rid of a TV if it's in your bedroom. Put the phones away a half an hour before you get into bed. You can track these. Okay. And then, of course, super easy to reward yourself in this category, right? So I challenge you guys to look at these 4 categories. And again, remember, set the category, set 1 to 2 goals in each category, set your why would I want to, why do I want to have a goal of having sex 2 times a week with my husband? Well, I will tell you guys, it's way more powerful than you think it is. It does so much. I'll just give you an example for us. I could feel like so much is going wrong in my day, like the kids, my business, whatever. And then when Andy and I come together, I swear every time afterwards, I'm like, it's no big deal. Like, it's all good. We're good. I don't care about that anymore. Like, it is so powerful, you guys. And it's kind of a glue. You know, it's very, very powerful. So that to me would be my why for that one. So just kind of walk through these things. And then of course, how am I going to, what are the activities that are going to support, what are the activities that are going to support having sex 2 times a week? Sorry, I think that one's funny. But let's be realistic. It would be, hey, if you have to, put it in your calendar and guard it with your life. Okay. When is, you know, when can you put the kids to bed earlier? When is he not working until 10 o'clock at night? You know, like, be intentional about your schedule. So, all right, you guys, next week we'll be coming with the next 4 categories of goal setting for 2021. I hope you guys like this. If you got anything out of it, tag some friends below, share this video. And I love this time that I get to spend with you guys. And I'll come back and kind of answer any questions that you guys have in the comments. I got to go get ready for our presentation tonight. So have a great week. And I look forward to hearing what some of your goals are in the comments. Bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye, you guys, is what I meant to say. We'll see ya.